Hi guys, happy Sunday, or happy Saturday, or whatever day it is. Happy whatever that day is, wherever you're watching. My name's Jenny. I love all things crochet and yarn, and here on this channel we talk a lot about those things. You'll also find the odd tutorial, and yeah, it's a fun place to hang out. So thank you for being here. I neglected to say recently that I had surpassed the 3,000 subscribers, and I forgot to say thank you so much. According to my analytics, there's well over half of you that watch and are not subscribed. So that's, to think that there's 3,000 that are subscribed, that's amazing. And if you find that you are watching some of my videos and you're not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It would help me out. It helps, the algorithm. It lets people know that the content is okay, and then it might get pushed out to someone else who might also enjoy it. So thanks in advance. Now, okay, this week I'm going to catch you up on, if you've been here before, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say the product insurance saga, because it is still ongoing and it has actually changed yet again. So, but possibly for the better. Now, where we were at last time was that I had decided that I would just pivot, make things non-amigurumi, non-plushie in order to be covered by product insurance. I actually secured some and then went forward with my application to the co-op so I can stock some items in there. And then I had been having some regular communication with Jenni, one of my subscribers, and Jenni has been tenacious in investigating this whole product, public liability and product insurance, because she does markets. I don't, however, I do sell on Etsy, and obviously I'm looking to sell in the co-op. Now, I think it's fair to say that up until now, I've probably been quite naive, very naive. It's not a requirement to sell, when you're selling on Etsy, it's not a requirement that you have that insurance. However, it's probably really, really sensible to do so. And obviously on some occasions, depending on where you sell, you need it. But I think if you really look at the fine print, or if you were to contact your insurer, if you do markets, I think it's probably almost certain that you are not covered. Unless it actually specifically says it in it, you are not covered. And I think you really need to probably speak to someone to actually clarify this. Now, and me speaking about it is not to frighten people or freak people out, scare people, any of that. I guess it's just information from what I've learned over the last little while. Now, obviously, for the most part, the chances of something going wrong with one of your makes, for example, it has safety eyes, the eye comes out, a little one puts it in their mouth. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know where I'm heading. Now, Jenni, as I said, she does do markets and sells online, and therefore she really felt that she wanted to fully investigate this and see if she could get covered somewhere and have that peace of mind. Now, she spent hours upon hours researching this, speaking to people, and she was emailing me and keeping me up to date. And she contacted me, I think it was early last week, and said that she had come across this lovely broker who had been able to secure her insurance to cover for everything that she wanted, and her amigurumi or plushies would be covered. So, you know, I thought that was amazing. And originally I was just really happy for her, not really thinking I would do anything about it myself, but I was just really happy for her that she had that peace of mind now, because she was even wondering whether she should cancel the markets, you know, because she felt nervous about selling these products without the cover. Now, as I thought about it, and I was prepared to, you know, do the non-amigurumi, non-plushies in the co-op, I had made the arrangements with Emily from the co-op to do one shelf and to not do the toys. And then, yeah, everything happened with Jenni and the information. And then I decided to call this place myself. I had a look at the website. It all looked good. There's a really very thorough form that you fill in that in order to kind of move forward with a quote, I suppose, and it asks you a lot of relevant questions. So, you know, long story short, I did that on Friday, and I am waiting for, like, he's going to contact me early next week, but he was great, fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and he feels confident that I'm going to be able to get that cover as well. So obviously that will cover me for the co-op, it'll cover me for Etsy, even, you know, he's even popped YouTube into there. So, and it's, you know, I'm not going to lie, it's not cheap. However, I think just for that peace of mind, it's well worth it. And I know that I'm going to be able to get that money back, so to speak. So yeah, I'm going to have that insurance broker's link below. His name is Alex. He is lovely. So if you are an Aussie crocheter and you sell your handmade items, specifically amigurumi and plushies, or you want to, I urge you to go and check that link out. And yeah, I just think, as I said, I'm not trying to freak anyone out, but, you know, I guess just the potential that it could happen, you know, I think it's worthwhile to have that cover and that peace of mind. So that's what I will say about that. If you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, but he was great. So where I'm at with the co-op now is that I have contacted Emily again, updating her of the change, and, you know, that does change things in that I probably could do 2 shelves rather than 1. So if that's available, that's what I am going to do. And a lot of this amigurumi and everything is pretty quick to work up. So that's the plan, I think. But in the meantime, I have made some items that I had planned for the co-op, you know, without the amigurumi, if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you those. And then I've just taken a little video of items that I have pulled aside from my stock, I suppose, that I think would be appropriate to get me started, but I'll show you that in a moment. Okay, so assuming that everything is all good, that I get my insurance and and that the owner of the co-op is happy for me to go ahead with toys, these are some of the items that I have ready-made that I think would be appropriate to have there. So I've got my couple of little bitty bags, the Regan bitty bags by Pretty and Pate. I've got a couple of the Chicks in Eggs, which is the Louis and Berg pattern. I will go ahead and make more of those in as it gets closer to Easter. I've got 5 axolotls there. That's I think it's Dolls and Stuffies. I'll have the pattern linked below. Really fairly quick and easy pattern. It's probably one of the better axolotl patterns out there, I think, and it's free. I've got a couple of spiders here. I'll have to remember the name of that. I think it's a free pattern also. I have this little, I think it's called Pebbles, the pot plant maybe. In there, it's a free pattern on Instagram. It's part of I did a video a number of months ago now that it was where I reviewed 10 free Instagram patterns. So I made all of them and then reviewed them. This was one of them. So I'm going to link that video for you if you haven't seen it. I've got my lovely Red Mills Crochet Dragon here. She has a number of dragon patterns. I can't recall which one that is, but I will have it linked below. I have a couple of turtles. It's a Crochet by Jenna base pattern, and I have just themed them myself. So that's obviously blueberry, and this one I just made some puff stitch flowers and gave her a headband. This is the crochet code cow that I shared in my video a fortnight ago, I believe. This squid is also a free pattern, and it is also in that video where I reviewed the 10 free Instagram patterns. This is my whimsical, I think it's Poppy the Fairy. I pattern tested her for Raven and Jade way back, I think. She's delightful. Her wings clip off. Yeah. She's very, very unique and a one-off item. I've got this mermaid plushie. I think that was a friendly red fox pattern that I did a little while ago. I've got a snoozing goose free pattern. It will be linked below. I have made the flamingo and the mallard, but I no longer have them with me, so I think I might make some more. This is Ace the alligator. I can't recall the name of the pattern designer off the top of my head, but I'll have it linked below. This is Billy the Duck. This is a Shop Mod Threads pattern, like Della the Duck, but yeah, super cute. And this was my Coco the Cocker Spaniel that I made recently, and that was from a book that I had in my collection. Now I have this is just a basic granny square blanket that I used a Lincraft cake for. So a really good size for a pram or stroller, something like that. Just put one of my little tags on there. So yeah, I definitely, given that the potential of getting insurance to cover these items, that will be a game changer as far as stocking in the co-op. So yeah, I'm really happy about that, but obviously I will have spoken about that already, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a look at what I'm thinking. This is not everything that I have in stock, I guess. I do have other items, but I think these ones are a good starting point. So yeah, we're going to see how we go. Now recently I did show you, I think it was 3 of the Sunshine coasters. This is a pattern by TL Yarn Crafts. Gorgeous pattern, works up quickly, and it's really pretty as well. So I did make a 4th in that green. So I have 4 of those, and I did have, it was interesting reading the comments because I asked some advice from those who do sell coasters or have sold coasters in the past, and some sold them in packs and some even individually. So I'm still undecided as to exactly how I'm going to do that, but I will work it out very soon. So I have 4 of those. I then made 2 in the red. So this was just a paint box DK weight, I think, that I had in my stash, 100% cotton. I've got 2 of this really pretty lilac. It's not coming up. It's a little bit prettier in person than what it's showing up on camera here. But this was from last week. I did a small yarn haul at the end of my video, and this was 100% organic cotton, and the brand is Keepsake Fibre Co, and I got it from Spotlight. So I did 2 of that colour, 2 of the yellow in the same brand. Really pretty, really, really pretty. And then this is, that bit of a terracotta peachy colour, so 2 of those as well. And then just this morning I have done, now there may be better cat coaster patterns out there, but this is a free one and I think it's quite okay. So the designer of this is Hello Happy, and this is a free pattern on their blog. So I made 2 of that same lilac colour. They only take probably 15 minutes tops to work up and weave in the ends. So I did 2 of those, and I've done 1 so far of this really, really pretty dusty pink colour. So I will do another one of those, and then I will probably do another 2 colours and do 2 of each, I think. And then for now I'll leave it for the coasters. It's just so hard to know what items are going to do well. So it's going to be a bit of trial and error actually. Now I have a couple of heart bookmarks. So these I have made. Well, this one is 100% cotton. It's that same paint box cotton. And these are a cotton blend of cotton and acrylic. And these are from Source of Fibre. It's a blend moment, I think is the name of that cotton. A blend moment by Source of Fibre. And this pattern is a free pattern on the Joe to the World blog. So really quick, probably about 15 minutes I think to make up, and I think they're pretty sweet. In the same colours I also did, I found another, this was a YouTube tutorial. I will pop the name of the designer up there. Now the only thing with this is that, I'll show you first. So we have a little flower at the top, the chain, and then a heart at the bottom. So obviously that goes inside your book, 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom. Now, it's in Turkish, so I had to, and even when you put the captions to auto translate, a lot of the way it's translated, it doesn't really make a great deal of sense. So I had to watch it and then take a note of what she was doing. But a really quick pattern. These were probably 10 minutes each, I think. So I mean, I need to think about pricing, and I also need to consider that if I sell an item, I'm losing, I think it's going to be about 18% for each item. So I need to factor that into my pricing. So maybe if you're an Australian, because you'll be working in Australian dollars, and if you think what you would price an item like this, feel free to drop me a comment. But yeah, so I have the 3 hearts and the 3 flower bookmarks so far. Yesterday, I've been meaning to do one of these for a little while now. I made one of these, what's the pattern called? It is the Meadow Kindle sleeve, I believe, and it is by LTK Cuties, and it's a free YouTube tutorial. You can purchase the PDF pattern if you like. Now, I've seen a few of my YouTube friends making this actually, and I already had it on my to-do list, so I really like it. The stitch is really nice. Now, I used one of the yarns from my yarn haul last week. It is the Modavira Valley 8-ply from Spotlight, and I used this colorway. Now, the pattern calls for a worsted weight, for a worsted weight and a 5.5 millimeter hook, but this is obviously not worsted, so I held it with a cream, just another DK, or I think that's a medium weight. So I held 2 medium weights together and I used a 6 millimeter hook, and yeah, it turned out pretty well, I think. So yeah, it's a really, really pretty stitch. And then once you get the hang of what you're doing, it's really easy. For me, the hardest thing was just making sure my tension was good, holding the 2 strands so that there's no loops sort of hanging out. Just put a button on there from my stash and one of my little tags. It's very firm and it's quite thick. It will be very, very protective actually. Now, I don't own a Kindle myself, so I know there are different types that you can get as well as other e-readers. So I think on the information I will just put the measurements on my little tag so that people know whether it's going to fit theirs or not. So I like that, and I do think I will make up another couple because I'd be interested to see how they go. So there's that. Now, I feel like I haven't, I have been really busy. I'm behind in my temperature blanket. I had 3 days away at school camp for work this week, so I virtually got nothing done. But yeah, I'm definitely I'm going to be in the co-op from the beginning of March. That's something that we've agreed on, so I do need to ensure that I have enough to get me started. Now, the other thing I will just show you quickly is that I think it was last week. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was this week. Oh my goodness. Tracy from Travel Crochet, check out her channel if you haven't already. Tracy contacted me to see if I was interested in pattern testing for her. This is her Bob the Big Booty Frog, and Bob the Big Booty Chubby Frog, and she wanted to release it as a free pattern on her Instagram. Now, she also had a few other people, Robin from Knotting Hook Crochet, Stacey from Stacey Makes also tested it for her. But what a cute little make, honestly. Look at his little butt. Oh, I've just added the cheek detail on myself. This one, I honestly think it took me maybe about 12 minutes, I think, to make. But I absolutely loved it. That pattern is on her Instagram now, so I will have that linked below for you. Highly recommend that you check it out. Yeah, I really, really like it. So I did make that one this week so that I could send her some pictures. And this morning I made another couple. Now this one was, well, when I say a fail, it's still okay and I can still sell or gift it, but I was wondering why it looked different to the other one, and then I worked out that I accidentally put in an extra row. So yeah, he is a little different. He is a little different to that one, but that's okay. He's passable, I think, and I'm sure someone will like him. But then I did go ahead and make one more, and because I remembered that I had this really, really vibrant green. Still got his little butt. Adorable. And all of these yarns are Zaddy Crafts, a really good chenille. So I really like the colours of the greens, actually, particularly this one here. So I think I might make some more of those for the co-op. Again, pricing, I think that's just going to be a bit of trial and error, see how things go. And yeah, I'm just going to have to see how they go. But I think they're really cute. And I'm going to be able to do them at a price point that I think I'm okay with, but also I think customers will be okay with as well, you know, particularly, more affordable than I guess the larger items, but really, really cute. So that was my pattern test for Tracy, and I really enjoyed it. So finished items, I think that's it, which I don't know, that feels terrible to say because I did a crocheting chat last week and I didn't show you any finished items. So there's not much there, but hopefully over the coming weeks I will be more settled. I will know what needs to be done for the co-op, and then I can just, keep moving with that. So I guess crochet related, yesterday I did have to do some business things for the co-op, and I decided to design some new tags. I guess they're swing tags that I will use on my items for the co-op. Now I did this in Canva. I love Canva. I personally find it really, really user-friendly. I have a pro account. I have had one for some time, and for me, I use it so much that I think it's definitely worth the monthly subscription fee. So I designed some swing tags. I'll have a little picture on here to show you. So the front will just have my logo, and on the back I've put some little headings, and then I've left lines, or I've added lines so that I can add in what I need to add in. For example, product numbers, because that's something that I'll be given a list of product numbers, and then I need to, and then I'll determine what belongs with what. I can't find my words. But yes, I will assign product numbers to certain items. I can add the price, I can add care instructions, I can add any warnings. I just thought that they were a good generic little tag, I guess. And it is preferable that each of the items are individually tagged and priced, because it makes it a lot easier, particularly when you've got 30 plus local businesses. That's going to make it a lot easier for her when she's, checking someone out, I guess. So I designed those. I also designed a little, we're calling it a blurb, I suppose, that I just put together. It's a little bit about me, a little bit about what I do, and this, so I'm going to have it inside this frame. This was just in my other room. So I'll take this card out and I will add the little blurb in there. It has, actually I can probably take a screenshot of it and show you here what it says. So yeah, I've added a QR code so the customers will be able to just scan it, and then that's going to take them to all of my links. So I think that's going to work well. But that took me a while to do as well yesterday. So I've been busy, and I've been busy doing things that needed to be done. But now back into it, back into crochet and getting myself sorted. So yeah, I think that's it for this week. I think that's it. I hope that you have all had a really good week and a good weekend. If you, as I said, if you're in Australia and you have any questions or comments about the insurance, drop them below or feel free to email me. As I said, I just want to clarify that I'm certainly not trying to tell everyone they should get it. It's totally up to you. I've had no insurance for a long time selling on Etsy, and yeah, everything's been fine, but it's just a personal choice that moving forward, I think that that's something I would like to move ahead with. So there you go. That's it for this week's video. Again, I feel like it was a bit rambling, so apologies, but thanks for hanging around, and I look forward to seeing you either Thursday for the Year of Granny Squares Cal wrap up or next Sunday. So have a great week, everyone, and bye for now.